Oh, I should probably double check my ads. Crap, that's right. Where are we at for that? Starts in 3 minutes. Yes, I'm gonna run it now. Perfect. Okay. So we shouldn't have to worry about that then. Okay, welcome everybody to day 2 of the EU King of the Sea Tournament 16, number 16 in World of Warships. So let's take a look at this. We got Warrior's Path, and we've got DJ Freddy, looks like, in the Daring. He's got your typical gun build. We got a Yotza 90 in the Yu Yang. Now this is a radar Yu Yang with unique upgrade for better gunsy. Kruger 0 in the gearing. This is Kot's build gearing. Wargaming, please buff PayPal in the Petro range module instead of the unique upgrade. Be More Nice in the Des Moines unique upgrade. GWW Anarchy in Reload Salem with radar. And we have German Duck in the Napoli with a secondary build. Finally, we got UDAS in the Vermont. Look, an American battleship. And Lead Express, look, another American battleship, the Ohio, both of them in sniper spec. What do we have for GURKA?
Both Marcel and Kleber are Pew Pew builds. There's legendary Hiraguma, which means 420 Blaze. Legendary Gearing, which means I can still I can contest with the Shimmy. Yep. Moskva is ledge build, no surprise there. Minotaur is going to be radar build because he's running more radar. I'm shocked and appalled that there's a Montana running American accuracy with secondaries, or is that artillery plotting room?
Which one are you looking at? Montana?
Yeah.
That's artillery plotting room.
Okay. I don't run it, so I'm unfamiliar with it. Oh, look, Ledge Mod Des Moines with more radar behind 420 Blazer. And a Repub with, I believe that is the unique mod for the guns?
That is correct. That is the unique upgrade for the guns. And I thought I had the wiki open, but I don't. So let me get that up again.
I'm suspecting it gives it more pew-pew.
Yeah, oh, it does. If I remember right, you have less range.
For more reload.
Yeah. Still, this is only the second time I've seen a Republic so far. Yes, so you lose 24% main battery firing range, but your main battery reloads 18% faster.
On a fast-firing battleship, so that is accuracy through volume.
Yes, and the team bans thing worked. Excelente. All right, so there you go. Marsilli banned by both teams. You know what, though? I think I'm gonna bring that back down. That's taking up too much screen real estate. So we're just gonna go ahead and move that down.
Wow, if anybody's played clan battles, I'm sure everybody's shocked that double French DDs managed to get to A before literally everyone else.
Right?
But it does look like it is GURKA's kite side, considering it is a YY with the Napoli.
Yes. Exactly. And that makes sense, right? You get the cap as quickly as possible, and then once you've got it, you force them to come after you.
Right. Sadly, they're not going to even bother with, at least GURKA's. I don't think they're going to bother to try to get Alpha.
I don't think
looks
so.
like their kite site's going to be
Alpha as
chocolate. Well, no, I was going to say you got it. Or no, Maya's kite side will be chocolate with, Gearing Minotaur.
Right, exactly. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just fixing things. Now, Mosfa LH Gamer is already being whittled down quite a bit. He's in the traditional Mosfa location to cover the B cap. Note that there's nobody else for Team GURKA in the oh, I have these things reversed. Oh, they swapped on me. Okay, hold on.
Are you playing with inverted minimap? Because looks like GURKA's going to try to get Bravo. Luckily, MOYAI's got a French DD that, easily just rotates over very quickly.
Yep. No, because of the fact that it's it's best of 3, we have teams that choose the map and then teams that choose the spawn based off of that. So GURKA chose the alpha spawn, I'm sure, because the alpha spawn is better on this particular map. Pretty much every map in this game, frankly.
Except for Ocean. Apparently, the south side still is the best.
Even though they rotated the sun 45 degrees or whatever it is.
Rotated something and everyone's like, it still looks the same.
We have fixed Ocean. We moved the sun. And yeah, so I was accidentally on my primary screen instead of the flipped earlier, which is why I said MOYAI's kite side instead of GURKA's. So you were right. I was wrong. Apologies.
I mean, it is what it is. Everybody can see it. And, you know, guys, it's still the crack of why are we up?
Yes, it really is the crack of why are we up. Speaking of cracks, nobody's gotten cracked just yet. Have you noticed that? We're already 5 minutes in. In a normal ranked battle, there's already 3 dead destroyers.
Right, that's
on
right.
your team.
That's day one, right? But I mean, there's a difference between day 1 and day 2. You start seeing, you know, the strategies play out because it's the best of 3. We get to pick the maps. You know,
get to ban ships. Get to ban my map.
Yeah, like, just it's just the difference.
Well,
like,
more importantly, every team can be eliminated starting now.
Right, like GURKA is yet to even get sea, even though there's just 2 ships at sea.
That's right.
Right. I do find this repub position a little interesting. I think they realized that GURKA is probably just kiting from A, so they don't need the firepower there to really blast anything because it's not going to come at you.
Mm-hmm. Torpedoes on the Des Moines. Deep waters. Ooh, that's a brown alert.
Does he take one? Nope. But I mean, here's the thing with getting the first cap right away, and the importance of it is they have forced GURKA they have to make the play.
That's right.
Even if they cap C, you're still technically down because they've been taking points sooner.
Right, exactly. And now you can see Brody moving into the B cap, trying to grab that. Even if he doesn't, who cares? He's at least putting GURKA on the defensive.
Montana shots in on a nose in Ohio, and not much damage as expected.
And by the way, Zath has not had his coffee, because Zath does not drink coffee. Zath has had his dark chocolate, hot chocolate.
I save my hot chocolate from when I have to do the snow.
Ah, yes.
And MOYAI, I believe, gets this cap because the only radar that was at Bravo was a Petro, and that's just slow duration. Or
slow uptime.
Because it doesn't last as long. It's the Moskva, right?
Man, I hate when that happens.
Even if you wait it out, really, you know, like, the thing with the Petro is great survivability, but unless you know where that DD is at, it's one salvo. You have one salvo to get the reset, and you know, with the daring there, he's the only one who can get multiple resets, and then it turns into, you know, let's just shoot in a smoke and pray.
Well, also, I want to point out that Brody, Silver came back with the Marceau and stuck with Brody, and I like the idea of these two tag teaming. Now, of course, now that I'm commenting on that, the two of them have split. Go figure. But I do like the idea of backing up the teammate, so it's not one destroyer by itself.
GURKA Salem is getting low, and it looked like he took a bunch of citadels because he's not able to get that let me just print a new ship button.
Well, he moved up way too far. He passed that channel, and I guess they thought he could get the cap, but why wouldn't you just toss the gearing in there? So we're going to see the first kill. MOYAI gets first blood here. Took 9 minutes and change. but the Salem does go down. So not only does MOYAI have the cap lead and the point advantage, they also have the ship advantage, as GURKA's Daring in the middle comes under Withering Fire as well.
He is being radared, I do believe.
Yes.
Oh, radar obviously just went down, but
I mean, the damage has been done.
Still coming. The shells are still coming in.
Mm-hmm. And that's because you know how low this guy is. You want to get him off the board. But even without that, his HP is so low. He only has 1 heal left, and he's under 2,000 hit points.
Oh, see, I like that they split up the French DDs now, right? Like,
at this point, yes.
They did the right thing. They brought them both in to get B to make sure it got secured.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to keep them together now, right? Like, you bring them in to get the cap, and if there's somebody there trying to contest you, they both open up. Like,
right.
You know, the damage has been done. They have capped A, they have capped B.
They don't even need C at this point. They already have 802 points. 2 minutes and they win.
Right. So I mean, all you realistically have to do is just rotate the club arrow over to spot for the Minotaur and the Garingen smoke, right?
I mean, you could even just YOLO the Marceau straight at the Daring at this point. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, just push him off of B because you know he's there. Look. Silver is even shooting where they think the Daring is. He's not spotted at all. And he's going to take a torpedo and die. Silver's torpedo takes him down. And we've got a minute to go until the battle's over. That's it.
You know what? And that is the power of RPF.
That's right. You know generally where he is. You know he's at the edge of the cap. Yeah.
Right. Like, oh, I know he's not on the left side because it's pointing on the right side or vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just send, I'll send torpedoes on. Geez, where would I go?
Oof. Des Moines goes down on either side, and then Napoli is taking a torpedo here as well. It's coming up, all death for GURKA. You get set up for my death pick, because I don't know that the Napoli is going to die in time. He's spotted. He probably will. The Repup will probably smack him.
If not, he's facing a Des Moines.
Hey, I called it. The Repup smacked him. That's all right. I set up for my death pick over here, so I shall get my death pick over here.
It was a very dominant match by MOYAI.
MOYAI, yes. Yes. Now, we saw them before in... where did we see them before? Was it the Warships Classic? I think it's the Warships Classic tournament that we saw them. All right, so as Puddin pointed out last game, we had 4 destroyers. This game we've got 5 destroyers on one team. But let's take a look at MOYAI setup. MOYAI with game 1 in the books for them. They need 1 more in this best of 3 to move on. Or we get to game 3. And you guys all know we love game 3, so I hope you don't mind. I'm cheering for GURKA this game. So we've got Brody Spider in the Kleber, same build as last time. Silver in the Marceau, same build as last time. Heal yourself in the same build as last time. Would buy Winwar over in the Des Moines unique upgrade. LH Gamer in the Petro this time. Not using the unique upgrade in the Petro. Very interesting that. Frederica Rosentor in the Minotaur. This I'm sure is a Minotaur. It is indeed. And Brody 007 this time in a Salem with radar and reload. Peach Abra 29CM's Schlieffen in full secondary build. And then ME92's Montana in a sniper build. What do we got to the south with Team GURKA?
We have a Marceau or French destroyer, typical pew pew build. We have a Trump. I think that's the first time I've seen one of these. Well, so far this weekend, he's running more longer speed. Then we have the radar unique YY. I believe that's the same build. Daring's running the longer hydro, typical pew pew still. Cover to Trump. Petro is running reload and more radar. Once again, not unique.
Mm-hmm.
Off to the Montana, typical American battleship build with American accuracy. Ohio is running with the American accuracy, or it's like you like to say the sniper build, but it does have the module for what do you call it? Secondaries. That leaves San Martin, save the best for last, haha. Reload and more radar.
Mm-hmm. Now you said secondaries. The Ohio, that's artillery plotting room in slot 3, if that's what you were thinking.
Oh yeah, see, I don't like. I personally just I don't think I run range mod on any of my battleships. Maybe Yamato.
Okay. So
But that is specifically for clan battles.
Right. So artillery plotting room, the difference between that and why some people might choose to take that is because when you increase your range, then everything within the default range and closer has a more tighter vertical dispersion. And so that basically allows you to be a little bit more accurate with your guns at medium to long range. Especially when you put up your plane in addition to that, it kind of all works out together. Reminder that Marseille has been banned from this map.
Now, what I find interesting is GURKA's pretty much put this San Martin by himself. Mm-hmm. Granted, I'm sure Petro and Ohio guns are looking. San Martin's out in the water all by his lonesome, right? Everyone else has got some sort of island cover or at least angled. Mm-hmm. To where San Martin's going to be open water pew-pewing.
Yes.
Just as we say that, open water pew-pewing has happened.
Yep. Now it's a tall order, right? But in order to get the dual trumps that we're going to see here in the middle of the map, that's what they have to do. You can see that the trump trying to get the Minotaur there with the Dutch oven, missing with everything. And then there's also Be More Nice's trump over here, and he's going to try to Dutch oven Brody's Salem. Now, I've seen them typically teams bring a Han Liu, right, the tier 10 Dutch cruiser, with the Dutch oven. But I'll tell you, I have yet to see them be that effective in this battle, in this map.
I think they would have shined, and I believe Sea Raptor was the one who brought it up on Estuary, right? You've got the Hydro. People are going to have to control that middle.
Mm-hmm.
Why not the Dutch cruiser?
Right, because the Trump doesn't have Hydro.
Right. I do like the Schlieffen's position because it does give you a little bit of control over Alpha, and he's not going to be taking big chunk damage from anything. Not Alpha, Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you've got the Minotaur with his Hydro radar. You got the Schlieffen dual Nurembergs, which means, rapid fire, get out of here, destroyer. He's got Hydro for himself. Right, like, we have to remember Schlieffen may be a battleship, and I used it with air quotes, but it's more of a battle cruiser. So playing it more cruiser-esque means you're going to survive way longer.
Yeah, typically Schlieffens, as soon as they get spotted, they get killed. That's not the case for Pichabra, and I think that's because, like you said, where he's located right now, very hard to get good angles on him. And the San Martin is actually doing a really nice job of fending off the Petro and the Marceau by himself, even, to the point where MOYAI isn't comfortable pushing farther south.
Well, I mean, the thing with the San Martin by himself is you don't want the Petro to be the one by himself versus the San Martin, right? You want to get the Petro to utilize island, have the Marceau keep the San Martin spotted, which naturally breaks up the dual French destroyer. So there is no, we'll just send them both in and kill something.
Yep. Meanwhile, back over at A, Yotza 90's GURKA, Yotza 90's Yu Yang from Team GURKA is quite low. He's now getting back into radar range of the Des Moines. But the Des Moines is not radaring. They do pick up, GURKA does pick up the C-cap. I see Be More Nice's Trump is detected, so they're probably just trying to get him out. Now, who's detecting him? That's the Minotaur in the middle, Frederica, radaring. And
it looks like they're going in on this Petro with... Ooh, oh, man, no.
What?
Bet you the Schlieffen got underwater featured as they were both going to push this Petro, and now it's just a club.
Looks like he got stuck, is what you're saying. He caught a piece of invisible ground, and now the Kleber Brody is just YOLOing and giving himself away for free, when it should have been both the Schlieffen and the Kleber charging. Now, MOYAI does
Trump
pick
and
up...
Daring both go down.
That's right. Kleber does die, but the Schlieffen manages to torpedo the Trump, and the Minotaur manages to kill the Daring. So, despite losing Brody for basically free, MOYAI still comes up winner out of this in this moment. It's crazy.
You have the Goering and Des Moines both pushing the YY. Goering's coming under heavy fire. Like, I don't see the Goering surviving this.
Yep. Kill Yourself goes down.
Are they gonna get the YY for this?
That's the big question now. Wood by Winrar, Des Moines has his radar up, so Yotza just needs to dodge. Think skinny
He's got
thoughts.
plenty of time. He's got to get that distance out there.
Not gonna happen. 30 seconds. He's gonna be here for the duration of the radar. Note the split fire.
Ooh,
Brody.
he's on fire.
Yeah, he's out.
That's a double fire. He's gone.
Yep. Brody changing to focus down the Marceau. Bit of a split fire. He might have gotten out of the range of the Salem, now that I think about it, because I think Brody's using... Yeah, he's using reload.
But, I mean, even if he did have the range, I think the correct call would have been the French, because we are talking floaty American shells.
That is true. The only thing I'm thinking of is when you've got something that low, you don't want to leave something to chance. Tromp now charging Brody's Salem. Wow.
Ooh, he's going to eat 3 torps.
Good kill there by Be More Nice.
It's a good kill. I don't think he knows exactly where he's at. That's the Des Moines from MOYAI, who's now being farmed by the French DD. Because I can't say names unless it's French, unless it's the Marsilli, which is banned. Right? And I don't even say that name right.
All right, well, Frederica's going to just end the Tromp's life right here.
Let's see.
And that will probably, most likely, do it. It's going to be difficult for GURKA to come back into this. If I'm GURKA, I'm just sending the Montana full send. I'm telling the Marceau to just go and bully the Des Moines as much as possible.
I mean, they have to go in. As much as I understand you need to dodge your Schlieffen torps, just turning away is not going to help you win the game.
Yeah, the problem with Lead Express turning like this, of course, is now he's lost his couple of guns, turrets in the front, and he's giving side to LH Gamer's Petro, which isn't running unique upgrade, so it's not as painful. But look at that, it still hurts quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, what the unique upgrade is just pretty much the Moskvas, but you lose an extra consumable, right? So you get just better accuracy.
You get better accuracy and better damage out of your AP shells.
Oh, it is damage too?
10% extra AP shell damage. And there's the disrespect. Silver just YOLOing German Ducks Petro. And this is all over. We're going to go 2-0'd.
Oh, they finally got the French destroyer.
Marceau goes down to the Des Moines. Yes. Oh, I see. He went for a YOLO torp charge. And he does hit him with 1. That's not enough to kill him. So I'm pretty sure the Ohio Lead Express is going to be the next and final nail in the coffin for Team GURKA. They will be defeated 2-0.
I was hoping for a ram with the Montanas, but there's no way Ohio makes this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just he's showing too much side to the Petro.
Yep. Oh, the San Martin goes down. We might get a time extension, which we don't want right now. Yep, time extension. Ohio secondary has sealed the deal.
Well, maybe we finally get that ram from Montana's then. But I bet you Petro... No,
Yeah.
Petro just seals it.
That's right, 40 seconds to go. I'm set up for a triple death pick, but I don't think it's going to happen, though, by the time everything else goes. So then it's just going to be GURKA's Montana, who's trying to YOLO win and save his star. Actually, with 20 seconds to go, that might be... We might not get a death pick. Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Here comes Silver. Hi-ho, Silver!
No. Not even a Lone Ranger is that fast.
Nope. Well, whatever. I got a death pick the last game, and since it's best of 3...
Oh, there is a death pick.
I got it! Death pick! This is when you guys have... When you know you've hung out with me too much. When you start cheering for ships to blow up at the very end.
And that is it for this room, correct?
That will be it for this room. I've already asked if there's any more games